Welcome everyone to Pikmin 2. I didn't get this far on my intro for this new game. Oh hey, there's a two-player mode. A two-player mode that I will probably never end up using. Alright. Same deal as Pikmin 1, I've never played Pikmin 2. It's only employee of any merit. Wow. Uncharted planet. There he was aided by indigenous creatures called Pikmin. In the end, Captain Olimar escaped. Yeah, I remember. Financial difficulties. Well, maybe that's why. Maybe that's what you get for only having one valuable employee. Captain Olimar. I'm guessing this is his home. Huh. Interesting. Local employee Louie. Goes with the most, it's finally time. Yes, sir, it is. I'm glad you're safe. Yes, very glad. Quite glad, but sadly I have an announcement. This is not so good. Our company is going under. Yes, we're finished. Permanent vacation! And why should I care about what happened to Louie? I took out an enormous loan to repay the debt from his loss. Oh! Bro sold my ship? I'm sorry. So, what you're telling me is that I spent the entire first game getting that damn thing fixed, slaving over freaking every hazard of that planet, fighting that giant final boss for my freaking piggy bank, and you sold my goddamn ship. Can someone explain to me why I can't just, like, beat this guy right out the gate? This artifact is worth 100 Pokos. Yeah, it's more than a year's salary. How much is a Poco worth? Why do we work with this guy? Yep. Oh boy, so we get to go back to the planet that almost killed me for trinkets. Bro, if you want discarded shit, I'll grab a slingshot and launch a battery into space. We all know I can't do that. Everyone else is playing Pokopia, and I'm sitting here playing Pikmin. Valley of Repose. Nope, we lost Louie. Oh well. The whole point of the first game was trying to get back to our family. We didn't even get to see them before going right back. Yeah, for real. That was closed. I have averted a crash landing. Running diagnostics. Alert. Danger. Louie is missing. I don't care. He must have somehow fallen out of his cockpit. What kind of ship is this that the cockpit was able to fall apart so easily? He is not responding via his communicator. He is either flouting protocol or in danger. Whichever one, honestly. Do I have to? I haven't heard very good things of Louis, and given the fact that he just screwed up a massive delivery, I don't know if this guy's really worth saving. Yes, they are Pikmin. I just spent an entire game helping these guys. Or were they helping me? Alright. Hello, my friends. I'm back. The Pikmin ran to your side. They seem to remember you, Captain Olmar. How fascinating. Well, good. I'm not entirely sure how they remember me, because there's so many of them, and some of them were eaten. Dynam Yoshi is doing fine. How's it going? Hold A to grab Pikmin, then release to throw it. Yeah. I might need a little refresher. It's been a hot minute since I played Pikmin. Is there a reason why my camera is consistently spinning like this? Y'all are gonna have to give me one quick second. I have a feeling like there's a Joy-Con. There we go. Get out of there. Goddamn Joy-Con drip. I'm trying to install the new Wii Mart while I log on my Wii. I'm guessing that's some homebrew stuff. Attention, Captain Omar. I've just reestablished my communication link with Louis. It is fortunate we managed to confirm his safety. Press Y to communicate with him. I am quite interested in the details of his condition. I'm guessing I have no choice. Louis, allow me to assess your condition as per our safety protocols. Are you at all injured? Oh, he doesn't talk, does he? Oh, I have to play as this guy? God damn it. Right, I don't even have a Pikmin. Yeah, it's a good thing Olimar was already here. And it's a good thing there just so happened to have been one Pikmin in there. I do not want to see your eyes open ever again. I have to remember, starting a new game means I'm going to be forced into a lot of tutorial business. Louis, this must be one of the Pikmin creatures from Almar's report. It's staring at you. Yeah, I'd be staring at you too if you looked as weird as Louis does. Louis, do not eat the Pikmin. Why am I stuck with this dumbass? Have you ever played Cubivore? I don't think no, I haven't. I don't even know if I've heard of it. I have popcorn. Two more Pikmin. It's on GameCube. I don't think I've ever, like, honestly, I don't think I've ever heard of it, but it's weird because that does sound familiar. Cuboboard, the name sounds familiar, even though I don't think I've ever heard of it, let alone played it. Yes, work, my little Pikmin. Ten seconds of gameplay and 10 seconds of tutorial cutscene. Nothing quite like the slow beginning of a game. Whoop. How do I whistle for my Pikmin again? Oh, there we go. No, that is not it. I forget how to whistle for my Pikmin, damn it. Oh wait, Louie doesn't even have a whistle, that's probably why. Are you coming, dude? There we go. Holy shit, a battery! That must be the one I flung into space. I think this was originally supposed to be a Duracell battery. Come back for that. There we go. Alright, we've reunited with this dumbass. You must feel reassured that your combined wits can get you through anything, correct? Single group, X takes solo, Y to change leaders. Do I have to do this the entire time? Can't I just play as Olimar? I guess they're gonna bring that back to their onion. Draconic James, how's it going? to work, lazy. This dude's not doing anything. There we go. Okay, first things first. You guys aren't getting that buck on your own. Rip the Duracell battery. And Smudgers, hello, how's it going? Glad to see you guys. I understand that they took out a lot of the product placement-esque things, but I wonder if the Nintendo-related stuff is still in this. I mean, like, what? You're gonna censor yourself? Alright. Let's just pretend like the product placement never left, because that would be more fun. Take the Duracell. Guys. There we go. Ghost of the Most, I'm relying on you here, because you probably know all the original brands. I only know a few of them. Plus, I'm also Canadian, so... I think the real-life product placement works in this case, because this planet is a post-apocalyptic Earth, so it makes sense. Yes, it does. Cool Monkey Official. Hi, how's it going, bud? I'd like to welcome everyone, or formally welcome everyone to my very first playthrough of Pikmin 2. And when I say very first, I mean this is the first time I'm ever even playing it. POV when you want product placement. It's rare. It's very rare. But, I mean, in this case, it fits and it's kind of funny. I mean, if the product placement is a joke to begin with, I'm okay with it. But if you're shoving it in there just for the sake of, hey, buy our shit, and I'll be like, I'll pass. Oh boy, that battery was worth 280. Yo, the board Jord! No way! I can't believe you're in my chat, dude! Welcome! That's amazing, honestly. Whenever if I see someone like... It's hard. Can I pick on the mod? Near the end of the stream, there will be a bit of... Will there be a bit of Minecraft? I'm not gonna make any promises on that front, but... We'll see. It depends, because this is supposed to be dedicated to Pikmin. Jord Lamau. Maybe it's me to think up of a catchy name for hit products. We shall end our first day here and report back to our president. His face will surely be joyous. Look, I already work the 9 to 5 on the weekdays. Bro, I can't believe I'm coming back on the weekend just to work for somebody else. But yeah, no, that's amazing. I did not think that that Jordan would show up. I did not expect that. Thanks for the surprise, man. Hope you guys will all enjoy this, because this is my first time playing Pikmin 2. I have no idea what I'm in for, aside from hearing that this game was significantly more difficult than the first game. Today's report. I found a battery. Courage reactor. It's the rocket from Smash Bros. Wait, Smashy Bros? Why is there a Pikmin constellation? Oh, that's just the results screen. Mail? You found your first bit of treasure. Fine work. Our future depends on your efforts, so check your treasure hoard regularly. I'll check in often, keep up the pace. Thanks, bud. Do you have a lot of experience with the Pikmin series? I've only played Pikmin 1, and that was also on stream. So I have that under my belt. That's about it. But, I'm honestly pretty interested in trying this one. I know that it's a little bit more lenient in terms of how long you can spend in an area, but I talked him into buying Pikmin 1 and 2 bundle a few months ago. Yeah. Like, he talked me into that one, and then Metroid Prime was something I was kind of interested in, so I ended up finding both of them at the same time, and I'm like, let's go. We're doing this. Alright. Good morning, workers. Ready for another day of toiling for the profit of your company? No! When you put it like that, I want to go home to bed. Which is hilarious, because I'm currently sitting in my room and my bed's behind me. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't just flop right there right now. Oh wait, I haven't agreed to a sleep stream yet. Maybe I shouldn't have said yet like that. The Pikmin seem to still be asleep inside their onion. What lazy creatures. Bro, you guys have not seen the work these guys put in. You guys do not know the painstaking work that these guys had to do to get to my ship parts that you selfishly sold. I don't want to hear this Pikmin slander. Oh cool, I'm sure it'll give you plenty of mixed surprises. The first game already gave me a jump scare in form of Beady Spider Boy. I just realized you can play every Pikmin game on the Switch. Yeah, you can, because Pikmin 3 Deluxe is also on here. I'm keeping an eye out for some of them. Maybe you guys will make a Pikmin, or rather, the ghost with the most. Maybe he'll make a real Pikmin fan out of me. Alright. Let's get to work. And if I hear any more Pikmin slander from the AI on my ship, I'm gonna sell it for parts. I don't want to hear it, buddy. You weren't here on my first trip. And on top of that, why aren't we selling you? You're probably worth a pretty penny for something that talks and gives sass. Also, you... Come on. They got some Mario hot deals right now, just so y'all know. I've heard. Another friend of mine mentioned that Super Mario 3D World and plus Bowser's Fury is on a good sale, and I'm kind of debating it because A, that would be a better way to stream / record the game. Anything that avoids using the Wii U. But I don't even have it, so like Bowser's Fury, I've never played that either, but I don't think it would take much for me to get the hang of that. This annoying ship actually makes an appearance in Mario Galaxy. Yeah, you're right. I'm pretty sure I was already stepping all over this thing in the Space Junk Galaxy. You hear that? In approximately 4 or 5 years, you're floating out in a space junkyard. Deserved. Alright. Okay, so I need at least 35 Pikmin, which shouldn't be a problem because I'm about to get literally all I need from this. Just wondering, what's the average Mario Kart track in your... What's the most average Mario Kart track in your opinion? Ooh, that's a good question. Like, normally I would say, like, honestly, even for a track that has literally a stake in every game, Mario circuits are pretty average at best. One of the first ones that come to mind is GameCube's Mario Circuit. It's... Honestly, it's just kind of... there, I guess. It's like, it's not a bad track in the slightest, but it's not exactly the most, like, interesting, to be frankly honest. Toad Circuit? Yeah, you know... I don't, like, see, the only thing that's holding Toad Circuit back is just the fact that it's, like, kind of the opener for a game, but, like, among openers, visually, pretty damn good. What about Battle Courses? That's another good one. I feel like, especially coming from me, battle courses don't get the amount of attention that they deserve. Like, battle mode always feels like a bit of an afterthought in almost every game. I think they need to do something that warrants people playing it. I'm still on the belief system that they need to allow things to be unlocked through battle mode, which means that they need to really, like, work with it a little bit more. Let's see. I mean, obviously a lot of the SNES and GBA battle courses aren't really anything special because, first off, they reuse the assets of a course. So it's basically like having another version of the course itself. But... Oh wait, no, there is still a day limit system here. Alright guys. Get him. No! Don't eat my Pikmin! Oh, we lost 4 already. That's unfortunate. I only liked battle mode in 64. Damn right! Also, have you seen the World Battle Mode leak? I have indeed seen that, and... I mean... Yes. First off, I think most importantly, yes, we need that. Deaths equal restart. Yeah, man. No, dude. Multiplayer battle mode in 64 is fire. Like, you get a solid group of 4 people for that, and it's like, you hit somebody, they turn into a bomb, and then it's like revenge kill. But yeah, no, like, I think World is suffering. World is suffering so hard on the grounds that they are releasing stuff as post-content updates. And, like, Strikers Battle League didn't exactly flourish for that exact same reason. So, like, honestly, World's not doing so hot in terms of content, which is crazy because, keep in mind, this game was in development in the Switch 1 era. Alright. I saw a can over there. I cannot believe that this is what this planet considers treasure. You know what? Now that I think about it, multiplayer Mario Kart 64 is completely a thing now because of the online app. Oh, that would be something I would be down to do with anybody. I've been making a collab multi-cup called Retro Rewind in Mario Kart PC. On this Mario Kart? Yeah. How does it still not have 200cc? That's another really good question. Also, Cool Monkey Official, awesome. I might have to check that out sometime. Like, I know I've said that before, but I really need to get onto this kind of stuff. What exactly are we standing on? This looks like a manhole cover. Are you, You know what? I'm beginning to see the resemblance to the planet Earth here. We're on a giant manhole cover, and keep in mind, Olimar is about the size of an ant. They really need to bring back elimination-based battle mode. Yeah, they do. Mario Kart DS and Mario Kart 64 had fire battle modes. I'd say the same about Super Circuit, but let's be 100% honest with ourselves. Who has played multiplayer Super Circuit? Hello, and again, now that we have the online app. Like, GBA on multiplayer was crazy because you had to use the link cable, and, well, that was always a joy when one person, you know, got too excited. And then the cord just lost its entire connection. This crushed up can, utter scrap. Yeah, sounds about right. Alright, the art of treasure hunting is definitely piquing my interest for this game. Right now I have all the SNES, GBA, N64, and GCN tracks and a few DS, 3DS, and World Cups. Nice! Do you think a Smash Kart could work? Okay. So I know damn well that this has been something that a lot of people have obviously teased the idea of. Do I think it could work? Potentially. It really depends on what type of way they want to go about something like that. Okay, what's that? Oh, that's just Louis', that's just Louis' faceplant. Okay. Dude, this is something we could talk about. Hold on. Now, if Nintendo can boldly get everybody in the same way, which would require a little bit of second-party chatting with Game Freak. Because, let's be real, okay, if Sakurai was behind the project, I don't think we need to worry about jack shit. That man works magic like no one's business. Like, bro, Houdini can't even compete to Sakurai. That man is great. So, if anybody could do any sort of extra Smash project, it would be him. So, let's assume that Sakurai's behind the wheel. Racetracks based off of different Nintendo properties would be pretty damn good. Like, we've all, like, 8 Deluxe has already given, or 8 and 8 Deluxe have already, like, dipped into that. And we know that because we've seen it. So, do I think it could work? If Sakurai was behind it, quite possibly, yes. Because I feel like a lot of people would like the idea. How could Pikmin destroy such a massive wall? When masked, their might is ferocious. Correct. Louis, did Olimar instruct you on proper Pikmin commanding protocol? Apparently not. Olimar, you are failing in your duty as a superior. Screw you! Call them into group with B, press X to disband the group. To give orders, hold L while moving right stick. Yeah. Okay. Alright, we are so back with the Pikmin stuff. I believe this is an underground spot? Interesting. Warm air is welling up from the hole in the ground before you. What could lie underground? What is wrong? You both show expressions of unease. Do not fear. The leader's group of Pikmin will join you. I shall dispatch my research pod too. I will return any Pikmin outside of that group to the onion. Approach the hole and press A to jump in. Yeah. Do we really want to jump in now, though? We're getting close to the end of the day. Screw it. Let's go. Enter the hole with this Pikmin squad. Yes. Another question. What do you think is the best difference between Mario Kart 8 and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? That's a really, really hard question. Like, if we want to give Mario Kart 8 any sort of benefit, it's a very good question. The major difference is the battle mode, and I'm gonna admit, it wasn't terrible. I know it wasn't held favorable, but I didn't mind it. What do you think should be the new gimmick / mechanic in the new Mario Kart game? It's a good question. Baby's first cave. This is a momentous occasion. Yeah, if I wanted to give Mario Kart 8 any sort of... Like, it did have the Miiverse support, which was really nice. Bring this, whatever it is. What is this? Oh, it's another bottle cap. Yeah, like, the battle mode was okay. The Miiverse support was nice. Back when Miiverse was a thing. Can't believe they took that away from us. Typical Nintendo. When they see us having too much fun, they get mad. Quenching emblem. Quenching emblem? Whoop. No one died, right? We're good? Bring them. Bring them to the ship. What a tasty looking citrus lump. Agreed. We might need to get rid of the peel though. Like, it seems like there's something blocking the good stuff. I had an idea that you have power-ups as well as items, and the power-ups give effects to items. Example, having the fire flower power-up would cause red shells to leave a trail of fire behind it. That's actually really cool! Damn! Beasts are incompatible with my circuitry. I suppose I will store your findings in my hold. But I do not think beasts will be worth much. No. Also, I think selling corpses are somewhere along the line of illegal. 180 for an orange? Ah, yes, the citrus one. Sorry, my bad. Can we just talk about the fact that the bottle cap was worth almost as much as this? Man, I'm gonna have to relearn all my names. I've been doing it wrong for 30 years. I've been calling them oranges this whole time. What am I thinking? I've been lied to for 30 years. This hole appears to be quite deep. My sensors indicate more treacherous terrain ahead. Louis, do you recall that you can adjust the camera? Yes. Your expression suggests you do. Excellent. You can tell. Don't worry, all your Pikmin will follow you. Approach the home, press 8 answers. Okay. I always thought it was weird that you barely get any money from the enemy corpses. You'd think scientists on Hoctite would pay a lot of money to examine aliens. Yeah. Many questions. Well, like the ice flower causing the punk gets frozen with a green shell. Yeah, it also would, like, it would give more, differentiations between, like, certain items. Like, we wouldn't need the fire flower or the ice flower, or hell, even the super leaf as items. I was actually kind of like, your idea is good, because I was thinking, like, maybe with the Tanuki leaf or the super leaf, like, if you, like, we could go back to the era where items didn't go off, fully go follow you if it went over a jump, but if you had a super leaf, then, like, red shells could follow you over jumps. Huh. That's big. It's inconceivable how that such an immense object has been buried here for so long. The design on the outer shell resembles the surface of the planet as it's seen from space. Holy shit, it really is Earth! Perhaps this can be used for something other than salvage. But how will we ever lift it? I fear that even 100 red Pikmin will be unable to lift it. Well, only one way to find out! Oh, yeah. 101. Yeah, you're right. 100 Pikmin will not do it. Apparently you need 101. Come on, boys. Do Pikmin have genders? Roses are red. It's hot in Death Valley. Man eats 45 SpongeBob stickers in an alley. What is that so... That's so stupid and funny. Roses are red poems always tickle my fancy because it's like... hilarious what people can rhyme with that shit. Roses are red, violets are blue. He is the first member of the DK crew. Go on, attack. Astonishing. A flower blooms in a cave deep beneath the... Oh, wait a minute. Those look familiar. I know exactly what this is. I don't know if they have genders. I don't think so, but who knows. Well, there's only one way to find out. Drop your pants, boys. Nope, nope. I should not have gone there. Kazooie did it once and it was already bad enough when she did it. They're not even wearing pants. I don't think I should have said that on stream. Oh well. I'm not getting monetized, so what's YouTube gonna do? Shoot me? The YouTube snipers are like heading for my location. Alright. March, boys, march! Come on! Man, $2 for a corpse? From now on, I'm referring to this money as dollars. But that's mostly because it's just easier to do that. It's kind of like with coins. Alright, guys. I've heard rumors about these guys. Beefy fellows. Amazing, a purple Pikmin. It has hair, and it is quite stocky. Seems very heavy and strong. This kind of Pikmin was not mentioned in your report, Almar. They must be an entirely new type. Yep. I do recognize the art of that. Got dinner, eating before playing some spooky games, part 5, Pepper Playtime, or something like that. Ah, yes, of course. The famous Pepper's enjoyment moment. Pepper's moment of enjoyment. I've never really been, as I've mentioned, a fan of horror games, but there are, I guess to a degree, some exceptions. Like, That's Not My Neighbor has proven to be pretty okay. Me and Jord are playing Poppy Playtime like in 20 minutes. Sweet! Well, I hope you guys enjoy that. That sounds like it would be a good time for you. There we go. Man, those purple Pikmin really do have most of the heavy lifting. Come on, guys. Is that can't be the whole globe. I think we're missing half of it. Come on. There we go. Yeah, that was only half of the globe. And it was only worth $200 bucks. Spherical Atlas. Wow, hey look, I can see my house from here. Do you not know that Earth is a dome, not a sphere? Thanks, bud. I'm sure Pikmin gives you plenty of horror as it is. Oh, I'm sure it will. It turns out flat earthers and round earthers were wrong all along. The Earth is a dome. This is a device resembling a microchip embedded inside the sphere, retrieving data. Oh, there is a device. Error. I can only decode a portion of the data, but I did retrieve new geographic charts. I will input this data into my planetary database and call it the sphere chart. Again, Smudgers has a good point in that that's not a sphere, that's a dome. Pikmin 2 will traumatize you, believe me, this game can be evil. Oh, I'm ready. I hope everyone else is ready. I'm seriously expecting this game to try my patience. Now that we have this new data, you should explore the decoded territory tomorrow. Okay. Alright. I'm guessing there's still more to explore down here. I'm certain that if we just keep going, eventually we'll find an exit. I'm kind of glad that they introduced the new Pikmin type so early. Not too huge on how slow these guys all are, even the red Pikmins. That looks like an exit if I've ever seen one. I'm guessing that's about... Roses are red, violets are blue. Gordon Ramsay is mad because Italian restaurant doesn't have drive-thru. I don't know if anybody else is in the same boat as me, but my era of jokes were Chuck Norris jokes. Ah, yes, this is definitely an exit. Me and my work friend, we like to make Chuck Norris jokes because we all came from that era of time. Chuck Norris jokes were definitely my high school moments. Nice. So basically the end goal is to get 10 grand. Well, we're almost 1/10 of the way there. And it doesn't seem like we, wait, how much time did we spend down there? What do you want? You have successfully returned to the planet's surface. Excellent decision making, gentlemen. We must celebrate your first successful spelunking expedition. You have gathered a large amount of data that needs in-depth analysis. I shall send a report back to the President tonight detailing your progress. Yes, okay, you do that. You talking ship, you. Who said we wanted to work? Of all the time you need to collect treasure. Good to know. Haste makes waste, so take it slow and steady. Amen, brother. That's what I wish I could do at my job. Roses are red, violets are green. I may be color blind, but rhyming's still clean. Ha ha! That is good. That is so good. Roses are... wait. Oh yeah. Roses are red. Dumbledore's in heaven. That's probably because he was killed in book 7. Oh wait. Does that work? No, it doesn't. He was killed in book 6. Snape dies in book 7. Oh well. Perfect. Mail. Baby steps first, Olimar. Plan well and don't worry about me. Our debt with the Happy Hoctate Savings and Loan. Our debt is with Happy Hoctate Savings and Loans after all. Besides, there's nothing left to repossess, so ha. Yeah, because you repossessed the only thing that you didn't even freaking own. That was my ship I just repaired, dumbass. This is the last time. This is exactly why I hate corporations. Awakening Woods. Awakening? Ah, yes. Citrus lump. This fruit was dug up from the floor of an icy cavern. It appears that the fruit's thick skin protected it from the frigid cold. quite remarkable. The shape of the fruit eerily resembles the president's head. P.S. The labyrinth, underground, trails of this planet are like a completely different world. Awakening wood is a euphemism waiting to happen. It really is. The area we recently touched down is blanketed with a fresh layer of frozen precipitation. As tranquil and relaxing as it is, I named it the Valley of Repose. Using Pikmin to move obstacles, I was able to open up some new areas to explore where I found this hunk of metal. He's not really talking about the objects, more so of what he did to get them. Alright. Let's go here. Seems to be water here. Hey, where are my purple Pikmin sleeping? What do you want, you stupid ship? Good morning. It should please you to know that the purple Pikmin are lodged safely in my hull. Okay. The confines of my interior seem to suit them perfectly, though they do occasionally tickle me. I don't care. Awaken your wood in your own time, buddy. I'm wondering if we'll get a purple onion or if they just sleep in the ship. I want my whole squad. Everyone out, up and at 'em. We got work to do. You too, Louie, I guess. I'll have to drag you around with me. Louis, has Almer instructed you on the peculiarities of the Pikmin creatures? The Pikmin form groups based on color when disbanded with X. Grabbing Pikmin with A will also cause them to group by color. Now for a bonus lesson. First hold A to pick up a Pikmin, then while you hold A, press R to swap between different colored Pikmin. This is the first time you have heard of this? Almer, remember to properly train new employees. My guy, I just got back and you guys already sent me on another death mission. Suck a Pikmin, why don't you? I will not tolerate your tomfoolery. Hey, look at that! Ooh, I wonder what this is. Lazy butt. Come on, work. Hey, I don't trust these little guys. Larvae waiting to become some kind of new creature. Name: Sunseed Berry. Of course. Roses are red. I would like to ride a ship. Gorilla goes insane and laughs about ship. What do you think of the starters in the next Pokemon game? I am more impressed by the visuals of the new Pokemon game than I am the Pokemon. But I'm a fire starter, man. I'll probably go for the fire starter so far. I have to see their full final evolutions to see if their final evolutions make or like any cooler. Roses are red. I'm doing well. The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Oh, I love this. Alright. Hey. Oh, there you guys are. Get over here. Water? No. Ledge? Probably not. Pathway? Absolutely. Let's go, guys. Heading out now, bud. It was nice to drop by. Enjoy the game. Thanks, man. Thanks for joining in. Honestly, that was quite the surprise, and I appreciate it. So you guys have a fun time too. Why do these look like they can be attacked? Oh, they're climbing it. They're just getting the berries. Oops. Go, my army. What is? Astounding, this red berry contains an ultra spicy essence. It does not appear to have any monetary value, but I shall research potential uses for it. Bring me more specimens. Yeah, kind of on it. Roses are red, it hasn't been a while. Dog bomb cypress name was... That's probably my cue to head out too. I'll watch the rest of the stream later. Have a good one, man. Absolutely. Thank you guys for tuning in. You guys stop climbing the goddamn stalk. I do like this. Like, it definitely does strike the same Luigi's Mansion sense, where it's like, the first game was definitely more arcade run, and this one's like, the second game's a little more fleshed out. Captain Alma, my research on the red berries you discovered has yielded a powerful potion. Behold, the ultra spicy spray. Although it is untested, I believe it will have spectacular results. Spray it on all your Pikmin by pressing down on the buttons. When necessary, it can produce one bottle of... I can produce one bottle of spray from 10 berries. Press plus to contact me and confirm your berry count by pressing left. Okay. Astounding. The heads of the Pikmin are glowing and they seem extremely agitated. Yeah, well, I would be too if I effectively sprayed pepper spray on them. The ultra spicy spray appears to increase Pikmin speed and attack power with the discovery. I'm gonna assume that it's temporary though. Okay. Hey, what's this? Oh well. These guys were kind of busy at the moment anyway. Oh yeah, they're making progress. Okay. I don't know if I trust that thing up ahead. Yeah, there it goes. There, the potion is worn off. Yeah, that checks out. They might be at this for a little while. Oh, popcorn's done. And my mic a little closer, right? Now Buddy can sit on my desk and sit on my lap. There we go. Yep. Uh-oh. I think I lost one. Can they reach up here? No, they cannot. No, don't want to... What's this way? What the heck? What this? What this? What this? What the heck is that? I did not even see that there. What the hell was that? Well, that's probably the first of many. Ooh, more berries. Oh, that's the, there's the nectar again. Yay, flower! The Pikmin that drank yellow nectar instantly matured into flower Pikmin. Yes, I remember that. Enhanced motor skills, good. How intriguing. The plants, Pikmin matured from leaf to bud to flower. Captain Olimar, you must share the information you have with your subordinate Louis. I do not care about that guy. Alright, everyone's hard at work. I'm gonna assume there will be times where I'm going to have to separate with Louis, but I'm telling you right now, it ain't now. Good. Yes. We must restore the Pikmin population that I have lost. What is your least favorite character to fight against in Super Smash Bros? That... Okay. We have a problem. The onion has ceased ejecting seeds. Is it malfunctioning? Hold on 1 second to your question. Interesting. It seems the number of life forms within the onion has increased. Didn't you note that no more than 100 Pikmin can venture onto the planet at once? But I currently observe you only have 95 on the surface. Could there be wild Pikmin somewhere? There must be. Okay. So to answer the question of who I hate to play against, it really depends on who exactly is playing. I will admit that characters that are fast tend to get on my nerves, but will I like Sheik is like there is also a huge difference between who I hate using and who I hate playing against. Now, when I played against Smash 4 Cloud, that was pretty damn annoying. So, it, again, really depends. That I don't trust in the slightest. Hey, wait a minute. It's the other half of the globe. Okay, you know what? Emergency. Pikmin are suffering. If you blow your whistle with B, you may be able to help them. Okay, so yeah, we cannot do anything about that. Oh, there's another cave. Okay, let's go this way. Roses are red. Humans can produce phlegm. Don't order the SpongeBob Happy Meal at 3 a.m. Who orders a Krabby Patty at 3 a.m.? You really need this much weight for a paper bag? Are the purple Pikmin gonna be enough for this? Nope. Okay. Then I say we go into the cave. What is the best part about your least favorite game? Sticker Star's art style. Sticker Star's art style was definitely charming, and while the locations themselves were anything but creative, the way they were built did look pretty nice. The visuals of Sticker Star were pretty good. And the music. That's about it, though. My sound sensors are picking up hostile roars of many beasts. Expect dangerous encounters. Sensors are also showing extreme heat pockets. You may need flame-resistant Pikmin. But my records indicate no such data. Are my records incomplete? Yeah. Last time I checked, red Pikmin are flame-resistant. What is the worst part about your favorite game? I mean, I guess that would be the backtracking of Thousand Year Door to a degree, because it's never bothered me, but that would probably be the worst part of it. But I guess you could, like, again, people have brought up some pretty valid complaints about Thousand Year Door. Stuff like how the game itself is, like, very, very, like, the locations aren't exactly the most, they're pretty hallway-esque, so it's like there's not really a lot of diversity in them, which makes sense. Like, Thousand Year Door doesn't hold up to things like Origami King nowadays, which, yeah. Oh, damn, I lost a Pikmin. Get over here, you guys. Yeah, like, Thousand Year Door, I love that game to death, so it's really hard for me to pinpoint anything specifically bad about it. But if I had to go with anything, it would probably be the backtracking. But the reality is, obviously, there could be a little bit more in terms of content, but it's really hard for me to fully hold it against it. Would it be the most average game, or your most meh game? I haven't even gotten that far. Like, what is, like, an average game to me? That requires some thinking. I don't even know. I've never really ranked my games like that. Huh. I found a D-pad. Stone of Glory. Bro, that's just the D-pad. Alright, I guess we'll go down here. Ooh, let's just beat this guy up first, because we can. Nah, leave him alone. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, because I don't even know what, like, my most meh game is. It's much easier to figure out your favorites and your least favorites compared to what's just dead ass in between. What can we expect from here? Is that the same spicy stuff? The red liquid you see here contains refined... Oh, yeah, 1 drop, 1 dose. Press down on to spray this extract on your entire group. Okay. There we go. Ooh. I like this. My guys are hyper. Would you rather marry the chat or Kyle the dog? I don't even know who Kyle the dog is, and it's probably best that it stays that way. Okay, how would you rank every Paper Mario game, including the TTY Remake and Paper Jam Bros? That's pretty easy. So, bottom, Sticker Star. Like, that goes without saying at this moment. Like, I've played that game so many times, or at least enough, and to be frankly honest, it really just does not get any better. If anything, the last playthrough I did just kind of continuously proved that this game is just not great. So, Sticker Star hangs on the bottom. Following that would probably be Origami King. But that's only because I've only played that game once. So, like, and I've been thinking about another playthroughs for anything that can maybe save it. Oh, they can break that. Okay, that's good. Keep going, guys. Okay, good. Kyle the dog is Gru's pet dog from Despicable Me. Oh, okay. Y'all are gonna have to forgive me for this, but I'm gonna say chat. Because, I don't know. Gru's dog looks like it'll just murder me. Yeah, Paper or Origami King would probably have to come next by proxy of me not having enough experience with it. After that, Paper Jam. It's good gameplay, but it's sour. It's left sour by the fact that, you know, it's not all it could have been. That's my biggest issue with Paper Jam, is that it was such a high potential game that squandered almost all of its potential. Up next would be Color Splash, because in my most recent playthrough on the channel, it really has grown on me as a game. Functionally, from the battling gameplay standpoint, it still sucks. But from a world standpoint and a writing standpoint, damn, they really did pretty damn good with it. Next would probably be the first Paper Mario. It's pretty as basic as the modern or the classic games get. It does everything right. It establishes what it needs to establish. And it's challenging, and I think that's another really good part about it. But what holds it back is probably just the relatively simplistic plot. Like, yeah, it's what you would expect out of the first game, and it doesn't do the job bad, but, you know, the Mario versus Bowser thing only works so many times. Next up, Super Paper Mario, no doubt about it. The shuffling gameplay holds absolutely no problems with me, and the story is by and far phenomenal, as well as the characters. Count Bleck and his army are phenomenal as a group. Count Bleck is a great tragic antagonist. The gameplay and the, especially some of the post-game challenges and the collections, I love every aspect of them. And then it goes without saying that the 1,000-Year Door is high up on the top, and I really don't know if I can rank the remake and the original separately, because the remake fixed all the problems of the original, and at the same time added great new content and had amazing visuals. But the OG is still nostalgic, and the OG still has a little bit more of a faster gameplay speed, so it's really hard for me to rank them separately. Cool Monkey Official, name as many beta tracks in Mario Kart as you can. Okay, let's see. There's Choco Island 3, we know that. I know there's the DK course, like the beta DK pass from DS, which was like DK pass but with grass. There was the early Waluigi pinball that I think was named after either Luigi or Donkey Kong. There are obviously many test tracks. Like I think there's like a circular test track in 8. There's the beach from that beach course from DS. DS, honestly, I feel like DS has the most amount of beta tracks. I'm trying to remember, like, did Mario Kart 64 I don't remember a lot of the beta tracks from others. There are apparently some, there's like unused content and stuff from Tours files. Like, apparently there's a few Paris Promenade variants. There were some retro courses. There was apparently a brand new course in the data somewhere that was added recently. Hey, a Game & Watch. And, oh yeah, like there was another test in Tour as well. So honestly, a project you could do is making a better Paper Jam Bros. Yeah, I honestly would love to do that. Yeah, okay, so this confirms that they 100% kept their own references. I have, to a degree, done something like that, but it was more or less of a little crossover of my own with like my characters in Paper Mario. But I would absolutely love to do like a what if Paper Jam thing. I know you probably know it as Paper Jam Bros, but for me, I know it as Paper Jam because I'm in North America. But no, it's not like that's a big deal. Yeah, please do not burn the Pikmin. Honestly, ooh. That was an egg filled with stuff. I think I lost a few Pikmin from that. Okay, interesting. I do like how I'm still kind of I'm like very much in the, I know what I'm doing here, which is nice. Beta, Choco Island 3, Test Circle, Big Tree Circuit, GBA Boardwalk, DS, Beta DS Rainbow Road, Dokkan Course. Yeah, okay. I see Cool Monkey Official has a lot of knowledge on the unused Mario Kart scene, and I respect that. It's a little bit more than what I can say. I know a bit. Ooh, another one of these. The big thing I'd change about Paper Jam is making a reference to every Paper Mario game, even Sticker Star. Yeah, you know what though? I would agree to that. As much as Sticker Star isn't the ideal Paper Mario, I'm still not afraid to put it in the same series because it's got two other games that are similar. And by similar, I mean it's got Color Splash, and then Origami King follows in a similar method, but just a little bit better on all fronts. Better battle system, regardless of the lack of EXP. The same kind of enemy designs, which are modernized. I don't mind making Sticker Star references when necessary. Heck, I'm making my own crossover idea with my series and Paper Mario as its own unique game. And I even make references. Like, in Mario's house, you could see pictures of all his partners from the first two games, the Pixels. There's also, on his side table, there would be a deck of cards and a sticker album. What the hell is this? Oh Lord, what on earth is this? don't know if I want to piss that off, but... I recognize this thing from Wario. Oh! There goes a bunch of Pikmin. That's not good. Okay, well, we unfortunately lost a lot of Pikmin. Ew. Aw, gross. Then we got Nintendo's love tester. I know way too much about beta Mario Kart courses because I watched Tetra Bit Gaming. I am also including some of the beta tracks in my collab project. Fair enough. Draconic James, if you could, would you rather have your series be a TV show or a game? Game. Because that's what it was that's what I've initially made it as. But don't get me wrong, I've thought about how cool it would be if my series could be a show as well. I would go for like an anime or a cartoon series, but man, I would love that. But I don't really think I can be devoted to that kind of dream. $15 for that corpse? Yeah, I'm very excited to eventually do Miitopia because I will introduce my series to everybody, especially my characters, because y'all will see a lot of them. Because I want everybody to know, once Miitopia starts, chat gets almost full decisions on just about everything. Oh, this contraption seems to react when it approaches treasure. I will connect it to my radar. The treasure gauge is now fully operational. It will now appear on your monitor. The needle will move right as you approach treasure. Good to know. Oh. Also a few more. N64 Town, Wii U, Wi-Fi test, beta Mario Circuit 3, first ever Mario Circuit track before it was a Mario game, beta Mario Circuit 4. Fair. You'd probably like it. Wait, what would I like? What was what we were talking about my series beforehand. But yeah, no, like I was mentioning that for Miitopia, you guys get to pick the classes that my team will be in, and all the NPCs of the game. The only thing I'm picking are the team itself, because I want to use my characters for that, and I want you guys to see them. Mario Circuit 4 used to have a giant loop before a jump at the top left, like in Mario Circuit 2, and Ghost Valley 2 used to have split paths. That would have been interesting. I also know that I think some of the battle courses had different backgrounds, if I'm correct. I think one of them had a Choco Island background. I saw a video called Fixing Sticker Star, and I thought you'd like it. Oh, I would definitely like that. It basically combines Sticker Star and TTYD. That would be awesome. I have been keeping an eye on this fan project of Sticker Star called the Sticker Comet, I believe it is. And if I could, I would love to get that onto my modded 3DS when it comes out, if I can. And if I can, oh, 100% I'm going to play it. That said, unfortunately, I still do not have anything for recording on my 3DS, so... I tried Snicker Stream, but I think it just kind of like had a bug on it or something. I don't know. My malware kind of detected something on it, so I got rid of it. But yeah, I would like, honestly, I stand by a lot of what I've said about the modern Paper Mario games. I feel like a lot of them could have been good if they just had the EXP system. Origami King especially, because I don't hate the puzzly gameplay of the battles. It's just held back by the fact that there's no reason to actually do any of them, because, you know, you don't get anything significant out of them. The coins are more than plentiful outside of battles, so what exactly are we doing again? Color Splash also proved to be fun, and I think Color Splash's greatest strengths are its location design and its writing. Say what you will about Color Splash, it is effectively the only game to do the Koopalings well, close to perfectly. Agreed. I also think they were done very well in that game. I will give Paper Jam some credit as well, because they had some very interesting interactions in that game. And I very much appreciated them. Yeah. I agree, like, Color Splash, they all were very individualistic. The only Koopaling I think that got shafted a little was Roy, but that's because he didn't guard anything. You didn't have to work up to him. No, he just kind of ambushed you in Bowser's Castle. But my favorite thing about the Koopalings, well, one of them, was the fact that their wands match up to the color of the paint star, big paint star they were guarding. And Roy even made sense because he was in Black Bowser's Castle, where all the black paint was made. It's almost sundown, hurry up. Yeah, okay. Olimar, Louie, the sun will be setting. Call all your Pikmin to you. This planet's native nocturnal lifeforms are ferocious and therefore dangerous. Yeah. You Pikmin in your squad will enter the onion on their own at the day's end, so call them all to you. Yeah. So we'll do that. Hola, Black Lion. Glad to see ya. Alright. Everybody in. Oops. Get over here, you. It just makes me sad that if Color Splash had some of the NPCs from TTYD, it would be 10 times better. Absolutely. In an early screenshot of GCN Dry Desert, the minimap shows that there were no dunes since it shows just a straight line. Whoops. I'm guessing that it'll just automatically go. Yeah, at the bottom of the track. Dry Desert's biggest downgrade in Mario Kart 8 was the lack of tornado. I agree that, like, the modern Paper Marios really just needed some more freedom and EXP. And the biggest thing from Sticker Star for me at the time was the enemy redesigns back to their more modern designs. I think keeping the Paper Mario designs makes the series more unique. Like Pokies, Koopas, Buzzy Beetles, all of them looking the way they did is what made Paper Mario more unique. It's perfectly fine to change the designs of enemies for a specific series if it's consistent. Like, come on, it wasn't that bad, and you kept it up for 3 games. Although then again, then Nintendo started caring so much about their image. I do like the origami enemies from the Origami King. Yeah, it was a fun idea. Okay, I'm gonna spoil this and say that after Mario Galaxy, I'm planning on Origami King as my next playthrough. But the only reason why I'm hesitant is because I've already done a lot of Mario, so I want to be a little diverse. So, some retailers in Canada currently have some Mario Switch 1 and 2 titles on sale. Yeah, we were mentioning that a little earlier. How's progress, Olimar? Remember, you'll never get anything done if you sit back and watch from afar. Press ZR for a close-up view of the action. Yeah. I'll say we'll play this for another half an hour, then sure, I'll go into some Minecraft. Why not? But I'm not going to promote this as a Minecraft video. Hole of Beasts, we did that, so that's all done. There's apparently still stuff here, but we don't have any blue Pikmin, and I think we're going to need that first. Among other things. I would have loved to see some of the Paper Mario unique enemies as origami. Yeah, I believe people have been modding that too, and I like that. Paper Mario has enough very dedicated old-time fans that 100% do this, like, are glad to do this stuff. I really wish I had some kind of talent in modding, but I really don't. Alright, let's see what else we can do around here. Oh. Get rid of these guys. You know what? Leave them to die. I don't need them yet. Okay, I guess we'll go back this way. Let's just, I guess we'll just grab some of these things. Why not? I haven't seen anyone talking about it. It could have just been a thing with the mini-map since most Double Dash tracks are just one outline of the track layout. Yeah, that is also a thing. I don't even know if the original Dry Desert had the, No, I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Pretty sure it doesn't even showcase the, open section. I personally think that classic Paper Mario did the characters and story better, but modern Paper Mario did the aesthetic and music better. I dream of a day where these coexist in one game. You know what? I can agree to that. Now, no, I can, because, like, for me personally, I do really like the music of the first few games, but Sticker Star does have good music. Origami King's soundtrack is pretty fire, especially the boss battles. So there's no doubt about that, and the paper aesthetic is charming. Do I believe that they need to make so many consistent paper jokes? A little less so. I feel like another part of it was that the world being made out of paper was more of an aesthetic choice as opposed to a self-aware choice, but whatever. That's the least of my worries in all things considered. In GCN it makes the dune section like a cloud for some reason. Oh, maybe I have to go back and look at that. I like how we do have two different topics going on, so I hope you don't mind if I'm trying to get both topics in here. Can we beat this thing up? What will happen if we do? Well, they're still going at it. And it doesn't seem like it's killing my Pikmin. This thing's squirming. It's still alive. I don't know if I like that. I'm wondering if I'm making a mistake by bringing that to my ship. No. The damn thing was still alive! TTUID felt like a pop-up book, Color Splash felt like an arts and craft project, and Origami King looks like a diorama. I like all three aesthetics. Yep. Would you call me a Mario Kart fanatic? Absolutely, dude, and that's a compliment. No doubt about it. I myself pride myself on the fact that I can name every single Mario Kart track in the entire series, barring the arcade titles. I will admit that's where my weakness is. I don't really pay attention to the arcade titles as much due to their very spaced out nature of me not even, like, it's hard enough for me to even find some of the original arcade cabinets, let alone play them. So, my exposure to the... I've only really played Mario Kart Arcade GPDX because it's at the it's at my local Dave & Buster's, and I played it with a few of my friends. And there was one at my local mall, so I got to play it there too. But nah, I welcome Mario fanatics especially because I like to see myself as one. Alright. I want to see how much a purple Pikmin is worth. 10. We might be... There we go. Okay guys, stay away from that thing for now. Okay, they're stunning it. There we go. Get him. Ooh. The yellow. But wait, we don't even have a yellow onion. There has to be some yellow Pikmin around here somewhere. Unfortunately, it does not seem like we can do much with that. How do we clear that? Whoops. No, I didn't mean to do that. My metal detectors are reacting violently. What could be down below? If you find trouble below, press plus to contact me or right. Yeah, we'll go in there in a bit. Nope. Okay, so the purple Pikmin can't deal with that either. Guess we'll have to go down there. It's not like it doesn't seem like I can really do that much otherwise. Oi! He's eating the berries! Get him, guys. Get him! Get him! I gotta say, I really like this one so far. We'll have to see if this one averages out to being better than Pikmin 1. But I do like the treasure hunting aspect, that's for certain. Also, controversial opinion, I like things. I don't like the requirements for boss battles, but I love the Paper Toad Scientist comments about what each thing might be used for. That was kind of a fun thing about Sticker Star, reading up on all of that. However, strong agreement, their requirements for boss battles, and especially Color Splash, is terrible. Like, with Sticker Star, I actually did beat the first 3 bosses without using the weaknesses because I didn't even know you needed them. But after that, it's like, I hate how Kirsty freaking nags you for doing it differently. It's like, bro, if anything, I should be rewarded for finding a different way to do things. So shut up. In Color Splash, they were like, okay, well, we don't like the idea of people finding their own way around our game, so we're just gonna force them to use the things, and I hate that. That's just wrong. You do not do that. The piggy bank things music. Fair. Alright, so I think there's more of that cloudy gas stuff or something. I don't know. And I don't exactly know how to take care of it. Oh, what is this? This is not ground. Get him. Get money from corpses. Is this considered wrong? Get them, guys. Leave no survivors. Ooh, what's this? An empty Zim can? Oh, it's shoe polish. No, I wouldn't know the brand for that. Seem to be in a chasm of some sort. I do like using the things in regular battles. The fan thing, I feel, has become iconic. I would also feel it would be the Final Smash for Paper Mario. Yeah, I would deadass love to see Paper Mario as a fighter. And the modders have already made a really good run of that. But, Alien Billboard. Good try. Yeah, no, like the, I know that people have already made a mod of Paper Mario, and it's pretty cool looking. But I'm wondering, like, what would they use for Paper Mario's Final Smash? Would it call for the classic or call for a modern? I guess the fan would be an iconic choice. Because, like, thinking about it, Super Paper Mario didn't really have anything other than the Mega Star, and I really wouldn't say that would be an interesting Final Smash. The Crystal Stars, I really wouldn't want to say, unless you were going with the final one, you really don't pick just one. But I guess in my idea, you kind of are. Same with the Star Spirits, but it's like, I guess they could just team up for the Peach Beam or something like that. Woo, woo. Do not burn Pikmin. Get down from there, you. I don't want you guys falling. Oh, hey, another bottle cap. Holy shit, there's a gem over there. Oh, hell yeah, I want that. Another bottle cap. Name, Drought Ender. Oh, I see. It's for like coconut water. Cool Monkey Official. I'd say I'm good with my Mario Kart maps since right now I could draw all the Mario Kart tracks from memory accurately. I also have a sketchbook filled with Mario Kart track concepts, including some retro tracks. Impressive, my friend. I usually like to make like custom Grand Prix style retro tracks. Like I've made a lot of like ideas in the past. Why isn't this guy following? Come on, dude. Get your lazy ass in here. Doesn't seem to be anything over here. To combine both conversations of Paper Mario and Mario Kart, how has Paper Mario not been in Mario Kart yet? We literally have Paper Luigi with his cart. Yeah, so I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but one time I had a dream where, that's pretty cheap for what is effectively a gem. I had a dream that there was a Paper Mario tour in Mario Kart Tour, and it introduced Rogueport as a track. And it introduced like Bobbery and Goombella as racers, like several Paper Mario characters. Like, bro, come on, stop. Like, Nintendo's so shy to like merge its franchises. Like, it's okay when their favorite things enter in their spin-offs, but their spin-offs are never allowed to be anywhere else. The closest we've ever really gotten is that Paper Mario's Bowser's Castle can be seen in the background of GBA Rainbow Road. Which does make sense because Intelligent Systems made both. But yeah, no, I really feel like they just need to start being a little more unique. Like, don't be afraid. What's this? Is this just a light? I think it is. It's like a Christmas light. White? Wait! White Pikmin! That's it! That's how we'll get past those red cloudy gases. How can a flower bloom so deep underground so robustly? How mysterious. Yes. Yeah, I know how this works. 13 more minutes and then, yeah, we'll do some Mario. We'll throw some Minecraft. maybe I shouldn't. I want the red Pikmin in here more. Look at those eyes. They're like alien Pikmin. Incredible, a white Pikmin. It is tiny, but it looks distinctly swift. Its eyes are obscenely red. This type of Pikmin was not mentioned yet. Entirely new species. Our data records on this type is a blank page, so since a certain captain never documented them. I never found them! Shut up! Man, this thing's really good at giving me the business. Alright. Crazy we had a Splatoon and Animal Crossing characters before Paper Mario characters in Mario Kart. Facts. I feel like modern Paper Mario fans are the younger sibling and classic Paper Mario fans are the older sibling, with Super Paper Mario fans being the middle child. Yeah, in a sense that is really pretty accurate. But would I say it's wrong? No, but it's just how it is. What's that? Oh, they're digging something up. The white Pikmin have unearthed a treasure that was completely buried underground. Perhaps those beady red eyes of theirs allow them to sense objects buried in the dirt. Oh, that's cool. In the community, I could possibly show some of my best track concepts. Some of them are from my Mario Kart PC project. I'd be down. You guys know that I'm always down to see some concepts and creativity. I always support that kind of stuff because I like to see what you guys can do. We'll finish this this cave, and then, assuming that this cave doesn't go on for much longer. Drink's gone. Yeah, I still think Nintendo really needs to just break that shell of separation between their RPGs and their main series. Super Mario RPG makes sense on the grounds that Square owns most of the unique characters, like Geno and Mallow, and I guess most of the bosses, like the Smithy game. Is there a place we can share stuff like that? Yeah, my community tab. I have officially made a community tab a while back, so if anybody has stuff they want to share, that's the place where you can go to share it. I post a few things there myself, such as that's where my stream plans go, and as well as all my other images, the images that I make. So yeah, by all means, that community tab is open for everybody. Alright. Oh, hey. Here we go. Nectar. Get my Pikmin on steroids. Move! Move, soldiers! Maggots! Now I will require a Wii system update for playing discs. Damn. Bro's been working hard at that. Now what are we in for? Okay. These guys are, I see, completely immune to this gas. So we're gonna need them. Let's get rid of all these and hopefully they stay down and they don't start erupting again. I think we're off to a pretty damn good start with this game. Alright, crew. Move out. Let's go this way. They're definitely going to put us to work with this. I'm willing to guess that the white Pikmin might also fly a little farther. Oh wait, I also see we can also go up there. Why do I feel like there's probably some kind of trap here? There we go. Keep them all close to the wall. There we go. Get that chapstick. It's been pretty dry where I live, so we're gonna need it. It's just a stump. I am the one who stumps. Stumpo in mono. There we go, chapstick! I also like the Legion of Stationery, but that might just be the music talking. Yep. What's your opinion on Bobby? Never should have named him just Babam, that's for certain. Bobby, honestly, I was gonna save this for the playthrough itself, but Bobby is a clear example of a character, despite being so, basic, can still be made incredibly lovable. And it's because of his personality. You know, the thing that makes a character a character. Also, did we just unearth a mushroom? Ah, 30 bucks for a shroom. Toxic toadstool. Don't you mean a drug? Yeah, Bobby is a very, very clear example of how you can make a character with a good personality lovable, despite having a very, very bland look. It's perfectly fine, but that's how you make a decent character. Let's go down deeper. Once we're done this cave, yeah, we'll play some Minecraft. For a little bit. But I do want to make, like, I'm not going to do this every single time, because the entire point of every other week is to focus on games like this. I know Minecraft is the popular, but I got to appeal to as many different people as I can. And I know there are some people who do definitely like the Pikmins. Alright. Oh, you know damn well I don't trust this. Yep. Get him, guys, get him! Beat this bird. Why is the bird digging itself on the ground? No, he got one! Oh, he got three! No! He got some of the Pikmin! That's it. This means war. Yeah. Ew. First off, we decapitated the thing. And second, we got Glove. If they were humans, would you rather marry Goombella or Vivian? That's a good question. I love Goombella's sassy personality and her character, but Vivian would probably be really cute. Vivian looks like she would be a goth girl, but she probably wouldn't act like it. Well, Goombella is definitely a sassy nerd, and I love it. Damn, that's a really good question. Remember when Sticker Star acknowledged T2ID? No, that's because it was extremely difficult to find. Yeah, no, I do know that, though. I actively search for that. In the garbage section of World 5.1, you can find some mail. I think there was a letter of some sort that use it to patch the boss's favorite sleeping bag. Scene test conclusive. The knapsack is complete. When you have an unoccupied time interval, press R to take a nap. Okay. But yeah, no, shit, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the Goombella has like there's a message in the trash that Goombella has signed, so I love that they actually referenced it, but it's so crap that they never do that stuff again. They're really out here trying to separate it all. I guess we didn't need to go over that, but whatever. Yeah. I haven't beaten the Stadium Place and Sticker Store, whatever it's called. Fair. Honestly, you're not missing much by not beating Sticker Store. I feel like getting to 10,000 can't be the only goal here. Alright, saved game. I guess the purple Pikmin might also, or the white Pikmin might also be in the ship. Okay, first things first. Everyone back in. Go to bed. Take 5, everybody. Yeah. There we go. Alright. Menu. Yeah, go to sunset. End this day, yes. Well, I'm gonna give my first verdict on Pikmin 2, and I really do enjoy it. There's a level of, like, not having to rush each day for things is really nice. Would Super Paper Mario be considered overrated? I think it's honestly equally rated. Like, there's enough people who seem to dislike it and enough people who seem to like it that I think it's perfectly in the middle. But I do feel like people give it more of the benefit of the doubt now that the modern 3 Paper Marios exist, so. Sticker Star's Museum was a really good addition to the series. I love its return in Color Splash and Origami King, and I wish the TTYD remake had a museum. Yeah, for me, I do like collecting things, so filling out the cards and the stickers is something I enjoy. But, I can see why it wouldn't be for everybody. Oh, it's my wife! My dearest dear, how are you? Your boss gave me this space email account and told me all about your business trip. Just remember to have a family. You have a family to think about. Yeah, I would have thought about you guys 100% if the president didn't send me right back on this death mission to save his dying ass company. Hashtag Dementio is the best villain. Damn straight. Alright. I think we will call it there for Pikmin 2 for now, but 100% we will be back to this. Next time we play, we will do a full run, though. Like, it'll be the full time. We'll go into some Minecraft for like an hour and a half. What I'll do, I'm not entirely sure if I want to work on a track or if I want to just do some of the detailing of Wii U Mario Circuit. I guess well, we're not doing really a full run of Minecraft, so we can do figure eight circuit next time. But I am kind of working a little bit on the connection point to Wii U's Mario Circuit. Paper Mario is definitely still one of my favorite franchises in Mario, and even with its more lackluster three games coming after, I've eased up on them because I will admit, back when they came out, I was immature. I was in high school when Sticker Star released, so of course I'm immature about it. Color Splash, same deal, and Origami King, well, it was 2020, it was 6 years ago. Whether I was immature or not, I don't know, but I feel like now if we get a new game and it's still different, I guess I can like ease up. And part of that could be because we got the Thousand Year Door remake, so I'm happy. But I would like to see a new Paper Mario game that, like Smudgers was saying, mixes in the best of both worlds. Hot take, most Wii U titles are garbage. Ooh, that is a hot take. It feels nice to be watching Minecraft Mario Kart live again. Fair, but you guys, it's gotta be noted that I have to be diverse when it comes to streams as well. He's only the villain to canonically defeat / kill the Mario Bros. Yeah, technically speaking, he did send them to heaven / hell. That said, they got out of heaven and hell. And they can freely visit whenever they want, so I'm gonna need some clarification on that one. I respect people's opinions. I will not tell you that the Wii U Mario Tennis was good. It wasn't. Unfortunately, Mario Kart 8 is heavily outsourced by Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Super Mario 3D World is pretty good, but again, they ported a lot of the games to other consoles, and most of the time it's just straight up better. Hell, the 3DS port of Yoshi's Woolly World even has features that make it better. So it's really hard for the Wii U to survive anymore. I probably should put this on my Switch too at some point for better loading times. But that's not on him. Point is, he should return. I want him to return. Please let him return. Yeah. What I want is like okay, what I thought of for another different idea of Paper Mario or Mario and Luigi Paper Jam is that like it makes use of characters from both franchises of the past. And while I know always working with the past is not always the move, it's still something I would like. I love returny shit. Alright, so if anybody wants to see what's going on over here, this is what I've been doing. The off-road sections are pretty much done. I started making a connecting road from SNES Mario Circuit 4, which does have a slight bit of elevation to it. Slight. You gotta understand that I'm trying to build a world from the ground up here. And yeah, I made this gliding style road up. So what we'll do... White terracotta. No, where are my white planks? I need the birch planks. Block of quartz. Actually, no, birch fence will do. What we'll do is we'll do, whoops. Yeah, so we got a little bit of work to do here. I think what I'll do is I'll just elevate things as I go. So we'll just connect this all to the road itself, and then I'll stop there. By stop there, I mean like I won't build any more of the elevation. This is making this world from the ground up. Like, am I insane? What am I thinking? Entertainment value. He is such a good villain, but the Shadow Queen is awesome. The Shadow Queen is awesome, but Dementio just has the chaotic nature to him that the Shadow Queen doesn't. That is true. What Dementio has is stage presence. The Shadow Queen has a pure threatening aura and a wickedly powerful boss fight, but being someone who's not revealed until the very end, yeah, that kind of weakens a little bit of the presence. Dementio has been there the entire time. He's the twist villain, and it works. And because of his character, he shines even more. Now, Super Dementio and Dementio's boss battle itself, Super Paper Mario's combat is, I wouldn't call it worse than Sticker Star, but I definitely won't call it better than Thousand Year Door in 64. It's in between, because there's a lot less strategy in platform combat. It's just attack. There is no defensive measures. There's just either go ham by jumping on things or play with Bowser's fire. So it's not really hard to fight most of the bosses in Super Paper Mario. You just, I guess there are defensive options with Barry and Peach's Parasol, but at the end of the day, it's really hard to say that there's much else to it. I don't know, maybe I'm not giving it enough credit on that end. But yeah, the Shadow Queen boss battle is by and far one of my favorites in the entire series, because it's just so brutal. And I love it. For a while, I was convinced that King Ollie was made from the paper of Dementio, as they share the same color scheme. That would be interesting. Cool Monkey Official. Now thinking about it, I now appreciate that you work on the map in your spare free time. Yeah, because stuff like this definitely doesn't seem like what we should be focusing on. Here's a question. Who would win between Fawful and Dementio in your opinion? That's a match of brains, and I love it. I'll get back to that question once I address all the other comments. 64 and Superstar Saga have the worst combat. Oh, Sticker Star, I'm guessing you mean. Which is your favorite, 3D Mario games or Paper Mario games? Paper Mario. I love RPGs a little bit more, but I'm good at 3D platformers, no doubt about it. Also, Color Splash is underrated. I can agree to that. Again, I have a full turnaround on Color Splash because of the playthrough I did. It was definitely well worth it. The writing, the locations, they're all pretty damn good. Anyway, Dementio v Fawful. Ooh, boy, that's a matchup. That's a hard one to gauge. Fawful did completely conquer the Mushroom Kingdom when you really think about it. There's no doubt about it. He took over both castles of the kingdom's monarchs, using both of them to fight against Bowser. And keep in mind, he did awaken the Dark Star. There's no doubt about it that Fawful got far in his goal. And he threw the entire kingdom into a panic with a disease that he made. There is no underestimating what Fawful is capable of. That's just a death sentence. Dementio, on the other hand, really knows how to play a calm, long game. He served himself under Bleck for a long time just to get what he needed, and he never once showed any sense of impatience or panic. He let everything happen. And he manipulated everyone around him to get what he wanted. Fawful definitely wasn't able to use the heroes to his advantage. Not like what Dementio was capable of doing. Dementio was still a villain to Mario, Peach, Bowser, and Luigi, but it's not to a degree where he made it obvious that he was the villain. I mean, it would have helped if the game didn't overly show us that he was clearly planning something. But he disguised killing them, killing them as a means of helping them. sending them to the exact place they needed to be to get the pure heart fixed, whilst masking it as a malicious form of murder. It's kind of crazy what he's capable of, and it's definitely not something to be overshadowed. Yes, I'm saying Sticker Star has the worst combat. Yes, absolutely. Paper Mario 64, I would say that it's a rusty version of what's the best combat. But that's because it's the first game. Kind of makes sense. I also like that King Ollie has the 3 battle phases, which was a nice shock for me, as every other boss in Paper Mario game only has 2 phases. Yeah, they always do, or at least Ollie had a constant fight to him, whereas every other boss was just like, here's a couple of phases. Alright, let's do this. Oh man, all this talking, I'm getting a little lightheaded, not gonna lie. But that's a good thing. Let's just... Yeah, we're gonna need to go the full way, goddamn. Whoops. It's really hard for me to say because it really depends on the situation at hand. If Fawful and Demintio were opposed to each other, it would be a death battle. I can see Fawful overwhelming the kingdom on his own merits, but I can see Fawful battling it out very well if he was to manipulate everything around him. Where Demintio lacks in straight up power, he makes up for maybe being a little bit more resourceful compared to Fawful. Fawful's a chess master in the sense where he can basically overcome almost everything on his own with his own ideas, but Demintio can overcome everything by manipulation. So it really depends on what you see as a more dangerous combination. So that's a very good question, and I'm not entirely sure I have a proper answer. That's the wrong one. Oops. And then we'll do one more here. Just to kind of hold it up, give that sense. I'll probably go to a track after this. I'll save the further detailing for my own time. I was genuinely shocked when King Ollie returned after being defeated by Bowser. The one thing about Ollie's battle is that it's unfortunately not creative enough. Keep in mind that they reused the developmental battles for his final form, or final fight, for the first phase. The second phase was more unique because it uses Bowser, while the third phase was just solve a puzzle in a decent amount of time before you get killed, and I really did not care for that. What I do like about Ollie is that he has a little bit more presence than most modern Paper Mario bosses had. And by modern bosses, I mean Bowser. Keep in mind, poor Bowser didn't say a word throughout Sticker Star. That was the biggest insult. Alright. We'll fix this up a little bit later too, but for now, just that. That. Whoop. Fences are so hard to work with. So I also kind of want to show off a little bit more. I made some of the floating islands here with the supports, some water. There's going to be a little pond under here. I had to include torches because apparently we're in an area where it's cold enough that the water will freeze. So I had to do something to prevent that. Otherwise, all the off-road is done. some of the fences. I got to include the pillars over here and some more support stands and all that. But I gotta say, Wii U Mario Circuit's looking pretty good. People shit on Sticker Star without realizing it's got the best soundtrack of pretty much any Paper Mario game. I will agree. No, I can. Unfortunately, I have to respectfully disagree. Thousand Year Door's remake is freaking amazing in terms of its soundtrack, but I will not sell Sticker Star's soundtrack short. It is 100% a very good soundtrack. All right. I'm gonna put these back for a bit. What? Ah, yes, I see. Oops. Okay. Okay, let's update the map a little bit. If there's anything left to update, which I'm gonna say I probably already did it all. Yeah. I think that's about it for that. This is a little messy one because it's so zoomed out. But it's starting to create the road. Alright. So these are good. I am going to need Mario Circuit 4's map though. I don't know. I'll also have to work on some other side details. I like the concept of Bowser and Sticker Star being mind controlled, but it's a small detail that was pointed out to me, but Bowser treats his minions like disposables rather than people in like in other games. I will never be okay with the idea of mind control, but I will not argue with anybody else on that fact. Not now, at least. I'm not exactly one for conflict. Alright. We're going to need a bigger chest soon. Okay. First things first, I'm going to need... Where's Mario Circuit 4's map? That's GBA Mario Circuit. We're off. We're off on that one. Maybe this one? Nope. Okay, let's grab a few maps. Yeah, that's Mario Circuit 4. That's Remix. It's also Remix. Nope, that's all the interior. What's this one? I think that's one I need. Yep. Okay. So that creates that, but is it already connected from there? No, I need at least 2 more maps going up. Or maybe not. I think at the most I'm going to need 1 here. Interesting. I think I need to go up a little bit this way. There's the rest of it, yeah. Okay, so I don't need any more going upward, so that's good. The pure hearts are up there, I would say. Oh, what would you say is the most powerful item / object in the Mario universe? I personally believe it's the Wonder Flower. Well, the Wonder Flower's ability to completely affect everything around it is pretty powerful. I might have to go at, like, I think a contender for me... Ooh, those are, okay, I see. Those are located a little bit far away. Not lined up properly. Okay. I would have to say for me, a contender would definitely have to be the Star Rod. While Bowser definitely did not make the best use of it, the ability to grant your own wishes is pretty powerful. So that's definitely not worth ignoring. And then I think this is the other one. There we go. So okay. Now, obviously, the crystal stars are quote-unquote powerful, but it's hard to say we really see much of them outside of just the special moves. So I don't know if I really want to qualify those as super powerful. They conceal a door and a soul, and while the soul itself is pretty damn powerful, you don't really see much of them. The Pure Hearts being able to completely nullify Super Dementio's invincibility, as well as being refreshed by positive emotion, that's also pretty strong. No doubt about that. Slap Hammer from Paper Mario Sticker Star can pretty much one-shot any enemy. Yep. If we want to go from an attack power standpoint, yeah, that is without a doubt a fact. Let's take those out. Oh right, we're getting pretty far on the map too. All right, we'll put those back. I'm gonna need my map from my computer. Are you basing GBA Mario Circuit on GBA or 8 Deluxe version? A bit of both. It's a bit of a mix. So it's a mix in the sense where I'm doing the elevation U-turn from 8 Deluxe, but I'm doing the general layout and more flat design and background from the original. So I'm gonna, hopefully, maybe if we're lucky, we can get to the U-turn here. Kirsty in sticker form is also pretty powerful, but she has no character development, so I really want to see how much she sells for. 15 coins. According to internal data, Kirsty is worth about 15 coins. Because if you were to hack her into your inventory, you can sell her outside of the final battle. But yeah, 15 coins. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm getting ripped off. Do you know what those 15 coins could buy me? Anything else. In your opinion, what Paper Mario had the worst items? For me, it's 4. Most you get is either Mega Mushroom or Mini Mushroom, and it's crappy. Oh, Mario Party has the worst items. Good question. I will admit that the quirks of Mario Party 4's Mega and Mini Mushrooms were pretty poor. In that you're trading the ability to interact with the board for 2 dice blocks, which defeats the purpose of having multiple dice blocks. The entire point is that you're able to, visit the board options with more than 1 dice. You want to move far, but when you're passing everything, you're defeating the purpose. Yeah, Mario Party. Sorry, I misread that. And on the other hand, the Mini Mushroom doesn't help as much because of the fact that, you get a 1 through 5. So you're either moving far but missing everything, or you're not moving at all and you get some exclusive events. All right, let me just double check. Where did this start? Yeah, so we're right at the edge here, so we got to connect this to up there. So let's go ahead and do that. And this can start going downward as well. We might need to go a little bit more than that. Let's do 4, 4, 3. Let's do the same thing over here. 4, 3, 2. Oh, we really didn't need to go very far downward, did we? You know what? That works. And then... Also, not to give Sticker Star too much credit, but the non-linear progress is quite cool. To a degree, but you really have to try to go out of your way to go in the order you want. You still have to effectively go through the entirety of World 1 just to even enter World 3. This stretches up all the way to a yellow. What are we at right now? Is that accurate? We're up to a yellow, but it's not the second yellow. Okay, so that it should start at a green. Yes. And then from that green, it should stretch all the way to the next second yellow. So this one. So this needs to be, yeah, one more there. And then this little stretch, I'd say, goes up to a green. I'm assuming the road's going to be about the same length. So yeah, 15. Okay, well, first things first. I'd say about here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoops. I don't think that looks to be about the same length or height. Let me just double check. Oh, absolutely not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so it's only 10. This is only 10 long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's perfect. Is there any reason why the other part is so big? That's not 15 blocks. Am I missing something here? What did I do? Why is this so big? That's like 12 blocks long. Holy crap. I think I overdid it. Sorry if I'm asking too many questions, but what would you say is your favorite Mario Kart game? Hey, don't get me wrong. Hey, keep the questions coming. Whatever keeps me talking, I'm good. My favorite Mario Kart game is a real toss-up at the moment. It's hard for me to truly decide what my favorite is because a lot of them have a lot of good qualities. Let me get to that in just a second. So 1, 2, 3. So I think I need to destroy like 3 blocks. So hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. Oops. No, but that's fine. Yeah, I don't know what happened there that ended up so big. Oh well, we'll just replace it with sand, I guess. I think the sand part is actually like significantly bigger. So I have contenders. So Mario Kart Wii has remained one of my favorites on gameplay because it's incredibly chaotic, but it doesn't feel unfairly chaotic. So that's what I like about it. I feel like even if I get hit by a blue shell, the items are balanced out enough that I can get back up there with like a bullet bill or something without it feeling too spaced out, because everyone's pretty grouped together the entire time, and I like that. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe obviously has to hold some contention in there because it's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. 96 tracks. That, at the time, is almost half of the entire series, and that's too respectable to bypass. It also has literally almost every tour track in it, and I don't care what people say. I like tour, and I like its tracks, so I'm giving it a huge booster course pass for that. You can shoot me later. Mario Kart 64 was my very first game, so obviously speaking, that also has to hold a lot of weight. Super Circuit's probably one of my favorites in terms of the handheld games, but definitely does not hold as much of a candle to other games. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to start going down from here. Maybe that's a little long. Let's see what we can do to kind of make it a little more even. I think the best Mario Kart game is either Double Dash or DS. I grew up with Double Dash and DS, but I have much more experience on DS. Unpopular opinion, Mario Kart Double Dash is the best. I wouldn't call that actually an unpopular, because I know a lot of people born in that era who sings high praises about Double Dash. I had a work friend who really liked Double Dash a lot too. This person was also like more of a GameCube person than anything, so like they also loved Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. So I think Double Dash is a very valid option for a best Mario Kart, especially considering the two-person mechanic was pretty cool. I see. See, that's what I want to be doing. There we go. And then maybe what we can do is this. Yeah. I'd say that works. What Mario 64 level would you want to be a Mario Kart track? I think Jolly Roger Bay would make for a really cool and interesting idea for like an underwater one. Whilst Rainbow Ride would probably, while maybe kind of treading on Rainbow Road's ground, would make for an interesting flight-based one that's more or less like a daytime version of Rainbow Road. You could probably make a lot more of a track with that because it's so open. Like, Womp's Fortress and Baa Battlefield are pretty enclosed, so I feel like tracks like those just end up being a little cramped, and making a road around the map is kind of weird. But with the openness of Rainbow Ride, you could probably do something really cool with that. And keep in mind, they already made TikTok Clock into a race course, so doesn't count. But I would have to say that Jolly Roger Bay and Rainbow Ride would make pretty cool looking courses. Not because of the tracks, but because of the items. Fair enough. Yeah, no, the special items is something that needs to come back. They did it right in Tour to a degree, but bring it back freely for like the next Mario Kart game. Like, even if characters have to share like in Tour, I would love to see the special items come back. The thing I don't get with the hate on for Mario Kart World is that you don't hear people complaining that Double Dash doesn't have a classic single person mode. Yes. I don't know how to argue with that. Yeah, no one's complaining that in Double Dash you can't use a single player, but it's not really like this. It's not like, I think it's because people more want the racing style of laps, whereas the dual racer thing only offers the benefit of two people, and it doesn't really affect how a race is raced on a track standpoint. It affects how the items go, or can go. It's got the most variety when it comes to items, and you can bump into someone and take their items. That was my favorite thing. Stealing an item and stealing someone else's personalized item is pretty funny. Alright, this is going to be a little short. It's only like 4 blocks long, 5 blocks long, really. No, 4 blocks long. Wait, wrong way. So this, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what we'll do is that we'll keep it flat up until right here, and then we'll start elevating, which is going to be a little tricky, but we'll figure it out. Let's see. How are we going to do this? Let's do some comments. The open world and 2-player people per cart were big risks. Let Nintendo try new things and learn from the things that don't work, but you don't need to hate them for a new idea. That's true. I don't hate the open world idea. I just don't think it was executed in the best way it could have. Actually, no. What the problem was is, again, the intermissions kind of took up too much of the spotlight, and Nintendo tried to really force it on us, and I think that's what rubbed people the wrong way. The open world idea is really cool, but I think another big problem is that it kind of limits how many tracks you can have on there. I don't know. Let's see, we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3. So what we need to now do, actually no, I have a better idea. 1, 2. Need to elevate this thing somehow. So I would like to have it start going diagonal at some point. It's going to be tricky to figure out where we're going to do that. Do you have a name for your Every Track Is Here project? Yes, this Minecraft map is called the Mario Kart World Map. It's basically what it's called. It's not the most creative thing, but like a name for the game. Oh, if I were to make it into a game, I would probably call it Mario Kart. Hold on, I have an outline for this. Where did I put it? Stuff. Mario Kart related. Mario Kart Ages. I believe that's what I called it. Yes, it's like it's my take on the Mario Kart Ultimate idea. You know what? It's up here right now. Let me go over it. So, yeah, Mario Kart Ages is the idea of bringing every past track and character, as well as many different modes, into one game. Now, this was before Mario Kart World, so the world map idea wasn't really put into here. But this was basically my take on Mario Kart Ultimate. It's just, you guys get it. Smash Ultimate for Mario Kart. They should really bring back the Chain Chomp and the Yoshi Egg. Well, unfortunately, the Chain Chomp was kind of replaced by the Bullet Bill, which kind of works a little better because in the Chain Chomp's case, you could get disconnected from it. Yeah, so my idea for a Mario Kart Ultimate idea, or in my case, Mario Kart Ages, so its focus is a lot more on the tracks. So with Grand Prix, it's pretty much the same deal as most everything else. But every course beyond the Mushroom Cup tracks were locked. You have to unlock them. And in order to unlock them, you have to play them in Grand Prix. So the Grand Prix system works in a way where the Mushroom Cup would consist of 4 courses. The first track would be anything from the first course of each game, so it would be randomized. Each one would just take the position. So like the first course could either be SNES Mario Circuit 1 or Toad Circuit or GCN Luigi Circuit, stuff like that. Whereas the second course would be Moo Moo Farm or Yoshi Falls, anything like that. It would just go in sequence like that. The only rules go as followed. The 5th tracks of Super Mario Kart would be merged into the 4th course selection, meaning that they have a chance to appear as the 4th race, with the exception of Special Cup, where NES Rainbow Road was the only option for the final course, and Vanilla Lake 2 would be in the 3rd course slot. Where do I want to start going diagonal? I think I would want to start going diagonal here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That would probably end up being sand right here. Okay, so we might need to experiment with this. So let me do this. If I were to keep going, okay, it needs to go straight a little bit more because we basically need the diagonal to start where the walls start going diagonal. Super Circuit's Lightning Cup would be in the Star Cup rotation because that's an extra cup. With Mario Kart Ages, you could unlock the cups by having to drive on the track that starts the cup. And to a degree, it kind of also encourages the idea of playing each Grand Prix multiple times. The unlock method will favor courses you haven't played yet. Mario Kart 8's Nitro tracks and Mario Kart Tours tracks will be placed in cups and slots based on their length and difficulty, which includes the layout and the hazards, if any. Mario Kart Tours tracks will be specifically based on their appearances in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, meaning the variants will be merged into one track. Remix tracks and N64 Calamari Desert are treated as individual tracks. So, yeah, basically slot 1 for Mushroom Cup, Mario Circuit 1, Luigi Raceway, Peach Circuit, GCN Luigi Circuit. You can kind of guess that. Tokyo Blur would be slot 2 of Mario Kart of the Mushroom Cup. Athens Dash would be slot 3 of Mushroom Cup. Wii U's Animal Crossing and Remix Choco Island 2 would be the 4th slot of Mushroom Cup. Remix Choco Island 1 and N64 Calamari Desert 2 would be the 1st slot of Flower Cup. As with Wii U Excite Bike Arena. New York Minute and Squeaky Clean Sprint would be in the 2nd slot of Flower Cup. Hyrule Circuit, Paris Promenade, Remix Bowser's Castle 1, and Sky High Sunday would all be the 3rd slot of Flower. And Wii U... Oh, that's just the additional SNES track. Remix Mario Circuit 1, Tour, Merry Mountain, and Yoshi's Island would be in the 4th slot of Flower Cup. Do you have knockout tours in Mario Kart Ages? No. Again, like I said, this was made before World, so I didn't really have much of a world idea for that. Okay, so we're going to need to keep going up a little bit from here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. Sorry, I'm trying to balance talking with, addressing comments and building. It's a little bit of a hard, let's do this. Yeah, I'm struggling to balance here. Like a name. Okay, I think the 3DS is a corporate DSi Plus. Fair. Where WarioWare is Nintendo's best and most underrated IP. I love WarioWare. I can't wait to play some WarioWare on my channel. Oh, I mean, you will have knockout tours in a Mario Kart World Map game. Yes, absolutely. If I were, like, the knockout tours are definitely some of the most fun parts of Mario Kart World. And having more rallies for more courses would definitely be a huge thing. So yes, if I were to convert Mario Kart Ages into a one that's more suited for a world map, definitely count on there being rallies. In fact, that would also be a really nice thing to go over with my world map. We could make rallies that would fit different themes. Okay, so we still have a little bit of a ways to go. Boy, how close, how far are we? So we're up to here. We need to go up to here. Ooh, perfect. There we go. I'd say that this is a little bit of creative freedom in terms of how the track is being built, but I think it'll work. All right, so if I could, like, I need to get my OBS working for stream so that I can maybe use OBS to stream the idea for, like, you know what I mean, like streaming the idea for making rallies and such. Whoops. It's probably gonna end up being concrete anyway. Okay, so so if we start going diagonal from here, we're gonna pretty much end up hitting a wall. So maybe we need to stretch out a little bit more. This is 100% tricky. Oh, wait, I think we're making some progress somewhere. Okay, so if we were to start going, let's say we would start going diagonal from here. Maybe right here. It's kind of still, we're gonna have to do something about this. Maybe we need a little straightaway. I'm a little confused at this. The GameCube save data icons really need to come back. I did love that. Cool Monkey Official, in the next follow-up, you should assign every track into a cup by using different colored Grand Prix routes for each layer. I agree to that. I would like to do. I would like to eventually make a Grand Prix out of my map. Okay, let's go back to this. I think what we need to do is make the road a little thicker. So let's just get rid of all of this for just a quick second, because I need to get an overview of what I want to do here. Okay. So let's do 3, 2, 3. So yeah, and then This is a wee bit tricky to figure out, but we'll get there. We've done a lot here. I'm very confident that we can figure this out. Rainbow Rally, literally just every Rainbow Road track has a rally, probably starting at SNES Rainbow Road and ending with Switch 2 Rainbow Road. Yeah, that one will be a little bit, there might need to be 2 Rainbow Rallies because some of those are very long, especially with 3DS being a... We'll look into it. It'll definitely be an idea. Okay, so let's see. Let's just fill in this for a bit. Yeah, this is gonna start going right into a wall really, like, pretty late on. So maybe what we need to do is, but that's gonna look really weird if you ask me. We need to find a perfect spot for it to stop going diagonal. Okay. This is where I would want it to start curving. So we can go like a loop. This is all, like, going diagonal doesn't really work out very well. Maybe, wait, maybe we just do it by 2s? Let me try to connect it like this first. Whoops. Getting somewhere. Maybe I just need to, I might need to move it a little bit. Unless, can I start doing a little bit of a straight diagonal here? Might look a little weird, but let's see what we can do with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is going to be one interesting GBA Mario circuit, I can tell you guys that for free. Smudgers is a genius. Yeah. In Mario Kart Ages, there should be a fork in the road, and depending on which path you take, it takes you to a random course. Also, given you might need to have multiple special cups, each one ending in a rainbow road, the icons can be the special cup icons from the game the cup's rainbow road comes from, if that makes sense. It does, but the thing is... Oh wait, from the game... Like, maybe like a logo representing each individual Mario Kart game. I think that's what I'm getting from here. It is almost 8 o'clock. That's incredible. I've lost track of time between talking about this idea and, you know, trying to build. So I'm going to call it soon. I would like to, at the very least, get an idea of how I want to do the raised up version, or the raised up elevated area. But I should call it a stream after this simply because I need to unwind. I have I had my dad over pretty much all day, so I didn't really do much for myself today. I see streaming as a fun bit of work. Do I see it as a bad thing? Absolutely not. Especially this one. This one was a pretty damn good stream. Got some Pikmin 2 started. A lot of good solid Paper Mario and Mario Kart talk. Excuse me. Talk. So... yeah, I'll definitely have to do something with my map. I want to do a version without the arcade tracks because, again, I personally like to keep those separated until Nintendo merges them a bit. So I'll probably work with my core one first, and then we can do something with the arcade version second, which I'm still working on. But that would definitely be a stream idea. I would like to get my OBS working with that. Like, if the special cup ends in GameCube Rainbow Road, the icon for that special cup is the icon for... yeah, but, okay, that's just the thing. They're all special cups, which is all a crown. And they kind of reuse the symbols going forward. So I think it would need to be something a little bit different. So let's see. There we go. This is a little bit of an odd stretch, but I think it works. It's even possible that we might be able to make this just a little bit longer. But we're gonna have to make a little bit of a ramp to get up there. You know what? Let's ditch this. All right. So the next time we stream, I'm gonna actually keep this down here for a reference. But for next time, we'll probably start DS Figure 8 circuit, but we can always come back to some of this as well. I think what we'll do is I'll do this. I don't think we need it like that. And for every spot here we go, we'll start going up. And then, yeah, I think that'll look nice. We are going to have to figure out how we'll go about this section, but I think I can pretty much do the same thing. Maybe it could be the console where it comes from. What would happen if the Xbox failed? Sega would probably turn to Nintendo a little bit more? I don't know. All right. All right. Well, I'll probably do a little bit of work on this track in my spare time because I do like the idea. Maybe once I get a good idea of what I want to do with this, I'll pause. But this I'll probably build. So, yeah, I think that'll be it for this stream. Lots of ideas were made, lots of fun chats. I really appreciate it. In 2 weeks from now, so not next week, but the week after, we'll do a full Minecraft stream. And then once April hits, of course, I'll share my stream plans for that month. But starting then, we're going to start trying to dedicate the game's full session. So a full Pikmin 2 stream, then a full Minecraft stream. I think Minecraft is really the way to go right now as opposed to online racing games because this seems to be what people like seeing. So we'll go with this. Smudgers, have a good rest of your day. Thank you. I think the Dreamcast and the PS2 would succeed. GameCube would have still failed. Unfortunate. Draconic James, goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. For everybody that tuned in, thanks for showing up, and I hope you guys all enjoyed. I had a lot of fun talking with you, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Peace out.